before we get into the video, I want to say be sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, join the BS gang. It's free. Also, look in the description below to join our Discord as well. We'd love to have you. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's get into the video. This video might be a little surprising for people, maybe not, but I'm actually gonna say go ahead and skip this banner. More so for the free-to-play players, right? If you're free-to-play, you might want to actually go ahead and skip this banner, and I'm gonna tell you why. This banner is not the greatest, right? It does have Sariel Tarmiel and Ladosio on it, the 3 archangels in the game currently, which is amazing. But I feel like it's not really worth like your gems, right? It's not a worth value banner. Now, you do get one of the new heroes guaranteed using 600 gems, which is good. That's very, very good. However, it's like, do you really want to waste 600 gems on this banner, right? I don't think so. Now, we'll go here. Shout out to the boy Seaton. I'm going to be using his video for reference, right? So, huge shout out to the boy Seaton. But this, you can see right here, right? You have Sariel, Tarmiel, Green Hendrickson. I don't think Green Hendrickson's gonna be on this banner, so I don't know who they're gonna replace him with or just completely remove him from the banner. But you have Gerhard, which is literally one of the worst, probably the worst SSR in the game. Ladosio obviously is very, very good, right? So you have the 3 archangels, like I said. You have Matrona, which is good for PvE. PvP she can't be used in, right? Escanor, everyone literally, if you don't have Escanor by now, I'm sorry, the gods must hate you. He was on King's banner. He was on, I believe he was on Elizabeth's banner. He was on Lost Veins banner. He's on the Part 2 summons. He's on race draw tickets. If you don't have this man's, like, you just must not be loved by the gods, man. Like, he's literally like on every other banner. Literally. So, you have Escanor, the free Helbram they gave us, Blue Merlin, Blue Bond, who else? Green Diane and Blue Demon Melly. This banner is trash. It's actually really bad. The only good thing about it are the 3 archangels, Escanor and Blue Demon Meliodas. That's 5 units. 5 units that are good on this banner. I just don't think if you're free to play, you should summon on this banner. Now, Sariel and Tarmio are some, like, 2 of the best units in the game. Like, easily 2 of the best units in the game. Sariel a little more than Tarmio, but that's fine, right? So we'll start off with Sariel first. So Sariel actually brings in an increase to Sever, which originally on Global was 2 times. I guess technically still is 2 times, right? Because this is being made before an update. But on JP, it's 3 times crit chance increase. Now that may be like, okay, so it went from 2 to 3. What's the big deal? That's actually really big. That's actually really big, because if we just go ahead and go to his level 1 basic stats, 40 times 2, right? 40 times 2 is 80%. 80% crit chance. Now, you might be like, okay, putting 3 times makes this go to 120% crit chance, which is like it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know. Like, it's acidine. I don't even use that word, but that's just level 1 base stats too. And keep in mind, everybody who has Sever is getting this increase not only on their skills, but their ultimate as well. So that's going to be really, really good, right? So he brings in that buff, which is crazy. Now, he basically has the same card as every other AoE Sever card in the game, but he's a lot better because of his grace. If a critical strike occurs when the hero uses a skill, ignores 50% of the enemy's critical resistance. Now, basically, that's just ignoring half of their critical resistance, I believe. So if we go ahead and take a look at a character, let's go ahead and open up a new tab, right? If we just, let's say Lost Vein, for example, I guess, right? Or not Lost Vein, Assault Mode. let's just, yeah, his crit defense is 85%. Now you take half of that, you literally reduce it by half. So let's go ahead. Let me see. Let me do the math actually on that. Because if you reduce it by half, I wonder what that is. So that should be around 42% he lost, which is like, that's crazy. That's actually crazy, right? I may not did the math right, but you guys get the idea of how good that is, right? You guys get the idea. That makes his crits so powerful, like very, very powerful. And since it's a grace, you can literally have him as an association link for, I don't know, a unit that is heavily reliant on crits, right? Which is what people do. It's so amazing. His grace is really amazing. And then his passive, right, increases the basic stats of goddess allies. So keep in mind, he's only increasing the basic stats of goddess allies by 20% of the hero's basic stats. So whatever stats you have on him, whenever you gear him up, max him out, whatever you do on him, right, 20% of his basic stats go to goddess allies, which is crazy because you can make Ladolcio hit like a freaking freight train. Like, he already hits hard when you out CC a unit. Imagine Sariel with it. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. The goddess team together is a very, very good team. And then you have this. Now, he also brings in a new attack effect, Power Strike. So, I don't know what they're going to call this on Global, or if they're going to keep it the same, right? But basically, it does additional damage based on the enemy's resistance. So, if we go to someone who has high resistance, right? For example, we go to Gother, right? Let's go to Gother. Gother has really good, very, very good defense-related stats. So, let's go ahead and let's go to him. And let's go to his base, or his level 80, 6 out of 6 stats. So, his, what is it? His resistance, 64.5%. Sariel's getting an additional 64.5% on Gother if he were to hit him. That's crazy. Now, this is why he's insane, because you pair him up with Blue Droll, who has an amazing passive skill, and then you attack someone who already has high resistance. So, we go to, I believe, Lost Vein has very, very good resistance. I believe he has some very, very good resistance. Yeah, 73 without costumes and everything. I believe it's like at 80 something. So he basically, like, we can go ahead and get rid of this. He's gonna do so much damage with this Power Strike card. It's actually very, very insane. It's very insane. And then his ultimate, right? 630%, 1 out of 6, 945%, 6 out of 6, sever damage. Again, basically guaranteed crit. Just craziness. Now, these are basically like 2 giant, massive ass Rasen shurikens, which is actually really funny, right? But you guys get the idea. Sariel is one of the strongest DPS units in the entire game. Legit in the entire game. So, very, very good. This is why your boy is going hard on this banner. He needs Sariel is one of my favorite characters, not only in the series, but in this game as well. I have been waiting for this. This is going to be so crazy. But again, as crazy as he is, his banner sucks, right? These guys' banners suck, right? But the characters themselves are insanely good. Like, they're actually really, really good. Let's go ahead and go over Tarmiel. Tarmiel is more of the defensive type. Sariel is the DPS. Tarmiel's the tank. So, Tarmiel, right? His first attack is very, very useful. It's an ult depletion move. So, Green Merlin, Red Zeldris, Green Derriere, etc., etc. He has this. And you guys already know what it does. 120, 300%, and then 450%. So, very, very good utility. His passive, Wrath of the Angel, decreases all enemies' max HP. Get ready for this. By 200% of the hero's defense. This is why you run a triple defense set on Tarmiel. He legit decreases their max HP by 200%. I don't know who thought of this, but they were literally like, yo, how can we make him even more, like, tanky? Oh, I know. We can decrease all enemies' max HP by 200% of his defense, making them have less survivability Yeah, I think that's a good thing. They made him crazy, man. They made him crazy. All right. So then his second skill, which is a stance, assumes a stance for 1 turn, which reduces the final damage taken by 40% when an ally is attacked and takes 40% of the reduced damage. So basically, depending on the rank, you do take in more damage from everybody. So what this means is, let's say Lost Vein uses his AoE, right? Level 3 AoE. He's going to reduce their final damage taken by 65%, and then he's going to take in 30% of that reduced damage. So basically, he's decreasing the attack the damage they take, but he's also like taking in attack to himself. It's weird how it works, but when you see it in game, it'll make more sense. So basically, he's a very, very good tank. And you can also, which I didn't know until I seen Nag's video, right? You can legit take in this damage while having Estarossa on the back. You can't be debuffed. You cannot be debuffed with Estarossa on the back, because his passive actually does work on the sub slot, which is very, very good, by the way. If you guys didn't realize, that's very, very good. So he's a very, very good tank. And then his Grace, right? When the hero takes damage on enemy's turn, recovers HP equal to 150% of defense at the start of your turn, which is crazy, because if you have a lot of defense, you're going to recover 150% of your own defense at the start of your turn. That's great. It's craziness. It's craziness. Now, as a Grace, it's not the strongest Grace, right? But it could work on tanks. So if you want to go ahead and build like a tanky team, I guess you could go ahead and throw Tarmio on there. But it's really not the craziest, right? Let's be honest, it's not the craziest, but it is cool nonetheless. It is very, very cool. And then his ultimate, which I think is very unique. I really think his ultimate is very unique. So his ultimate is just arc, right? Inflicts damage equal to 420% of defense, not attack, defense. So his ultimate is actually scaled off his defense, which is, again, triple defense set on this unit. Very, very good. He also heals HP of all allies equal to 30% of the damage dealt. So what you're going to want to do is build a triple defense set on this man's. You're going to want to make sure that the defense stats are close to maxed out, right? And he will do good. Let's just say that. He will do very, very good. And then considering he gets more on Super Awakening, crazy, a monster. Now, I will say this. Should you summon on their banner, if you are free to play, no, skip. Just skip it, please. I'm telling you right now, just skip their banner. They will be back on Assault Mode Melee's banner, so do keep that in mind as well, right? If you are like PvP centric and you like to play PvP, go ahead and summon, I guess, do 1 rotation. But 1 rotation for everybody is all I'm recommending, man. Is all I'm recommending. I don't think anyone should really go ham because of the fact they will be on Assault Mode Melee's banner. So keep that in mind. Also the race draw tickets, right? They're going to be on the race draw tickets as well. So just keep all of that like into consideration when you summon on the banner, or if you're even summoning on the banner, right? If you decide, hey, I'm going to skip, I don't think they're really worth it. Okay, that's fine, right? That's completely fine. You know what? That's your opinion, right? If you don't want to summon, that's cool. It's your game. They are pretty much 2 of the best units in the game, though. I'm going to say that, right? But if you think they're not the greatest units, fine, go ahead, whatever, skip. I do personally recommend skipping if you are free to play. Again, if you have money to throw at the game, you want to throw your whole wallet like I'm about to do, go ahead and summon for them, man. That's completely fine. But with that said, guys, I'm going to end the video. Again, if you are new to the channel, be sure to smash that like button. Also, be sure to join our Discord. Please, we would love to have you. But with that said, I will see you all next time.